today with the National League game underway earlier for T-Mobile's ticket to the game.
And did not lose back-to-back home games.
Right now, George Springer is at the top of his
strikes and underway, and Springer, there's that first pitch swing. Max Kepler in center field. Obviously, you have a 22-year-old kid, Alex Kirilloff, who's playing
those.
And both were high fastballs. The pitch he's...
And another take by the 2-2. That one hit up the middle. They had the shift on. Arise had their pulses racing in the postseason elimination game.
Loaded with good hitters, and this year, some pretty low batting averages.
Pretty low, exactly. That one gets the call. Looked like it was under the...
It's a big strike right there from Barrios.
And a lot of times, that leads to that. Swinging at a pitch. Rocco Baldelli's starting lineup has its stars. This guy, Eduardo, has been...
As Eddie was saying, that's really good. And by the way, it's the first time ever...
This is down to a 36.
How about that? You look
2-2 Arise, hard guy to strike out, and he keeps that alive, and he does a little shimmy inside that batter's.
Dusty Baker went...
Look, I'll tell you this right now. If you're...
He had one strikeout in his last 9 pitches, and there's a strikeout at 95.
Again, he's sneaky. See the velocity at 94.5, looks like 97.
Like that one's
just quick over the top, exactly.
6'4", 225 pounds. That's outside. You can hear the call from Madigan's. 17 homers, 36 RBI, 350. This one is into right, shallow. Looks at the...
He's at, continues to chew that gum, relax.
The Twins slept last night after seemingly having...
It reminds me a lot of Adrian Beltre.
0-1 hit hard. Altuve ranges to his right, flips, and that
time most likely to get Rosario. If he's stretched, he's stretched.
Tied for the fewest errors in the major leagues this year with 20. The Astros...
High strike is not something that appears at... There's one at the top of the zone.
% last year.
3-1, slider away, ball 4. Urquidy prospect is the way Baldelli described him, and he stares at strike 1.
He's not just...
Last year, his last game, and a little late on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-2, hit it to center field, hit it well, but Springer is...
And in time, we're going to learn more. We're going to continue.
Okay, so that does not take Byron.
You describe the Twins team and the way they approach this game.
Or not so much. That's a heck of a play right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I assume this is going to be a long managerial career, Rocco, and we certainly wish that the case. But
again, he knows that the third baseman's not there at all, so he's playing that position after.
Best of 3.
Well, it's very important. You know, it's like 1:30.
Everything in your life in baseball. Have you seen anything that comes...
Drinks or one thing I've noticed, I've saved a lot of money.
Dusty, yesterday you went analytics, but also
game, but it was the middle innings, you know, for Framber, and he's usually bad Framber, and he's a heck of a double play man. Boy, this wind is gone. All right, I'll see you later.
See you later.
All right.
Wonder if Dusty knows about Venmo.
And in these stadiums, that's as they go.
Isn't that interesting? As long as Dusty's been around.
The 9-hole hitter behind 1 and 2, and he fouls off a fastball. You consider Dusty the good pitch and a good inning for Urquidy. He backs up very.
Managing this team, crisis management. He's been through a tumultuous season.
7-8-9, correct.
That struggled this time. Right there, that's a hitter's count.
Correa got the arms extended. Target as Max have all flown out. Springer flew out to center. Bregman, Jose Barrios, he was fairly likely to somebody like Pedro Martinez. And now the Kenta.
But Barrios is a pretty good 2.
It's pretty good 2, and when he's off in a lot of trouble. He was able to make that adjustment, and that curveball to carry 4 catchers, the Minnesota Twins do, but
and Maldonado wouldn't be able to play.
He calls a really good game.
Came through, and he's done so much for his hometown of the Southeast.
Yet for either team. First pitch from Urquidy, called strike one.
Had to go get all these rookies. Just shows you.
0-2. Fouls one off. A rare strikeout the first time up. This one on the ground to Altuve. That time he said
Urquidy about how much he knows.
to learn how to hit the breaking ball. He said, when I came back, the ball didn't break nearly as much.
Eddie, did you ever?
Kepler popped up. A lot of builder is Springer. Nelly Cruz behind 0-2. And this will be a ground ball over the head of Altuve's got plenty of time. Hard loss yesterday.
Well, I mean, we have to. I make sure, like I say, I do my job and all the work out. So I can take doing the game. So you're gonna see me moving around when I know.
Pretty vocal about it.
He's still griping out there, and that ball, Jeffers brings it back.
To strike zone, we have to go there and battle, make sure they, if we have to spin.
I don't know if you had a chance to talk with him as Altuve hits one to short. And Nelly, who was
it? Worked for service time too,
Yeah, who?
Always had a good advice with regardless of any situations.
Target field.
Well, I mean, the record shows that we're much better team at home, so we all get the rope, and I wasn't.
Nelly, I saw that.
And for us, he was the first Dominican, who broke the
to Bregman, and he walks him.
And plays in games like this, especially short series.
Sound from Nelly Cruz for the remainder of this inning, and perhaps a little bit more, but we're not going to.
He's able to get that first out, and then he's trying to get two perfect. Per hour off the bat, you see the shift. Just he hit them where they're not. Gets that.
Astros see Brantley come around to score, and they lead it 1-0. And he got jammed, but this one is a seeing eye single. It's going to get through, and they end in that of the walks that come back to just 1-0. Why not Houston? If they're Gurriel, that is a foul ball.
No walks, 13 strikeouts. Tom Seaver's the only other pitcher.
0-2 again. That's high at 95. To the first game, and now 4 innings. Another jam shot. This one to third across the diamond. It's loaded. He's retired the last 7 he's faced in the first pitch to Eddie.
With a runner in scoring position yet. They don't have any hits in this game, and it held down.
Usually does.
There's a fastball, another one at 93. That
yeah, he's been good. He's been aggressive, but he's used that miles per hour. Appears to be even fast or fly balls.
Urquidy. Now he gets Miguel Sano. He walked in the first. How about that? Slider down, and then 93
in the quadrant. That's one. Now I'm see how far it was. Easy to recognize.
2-2. He chased the fastball up, and another looking for.
You wait and try to wait.
So, Robbie, we talked about this kid here.
1-1. That's ripped into right field. That's exactly what Rocco, and he can play both corner outfields and first base.
The regular season. So when he did, it was officially his first. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you, this is how.
Polanco, that's a swinging bunt effort. Urquidy will go to says one. After 2 walks last. Strike to Kyle Tucker, delivered the first run. That one is hit hard in the hole, smothered though before it.
Play.
Yeah. Cruz went over his head, and then it went over his head again. Catch it. He put himself in a tough spot.
Again, this
season games, the 1-1, that's inside. This one he hit to right center. Off is going over, slap up with a web gem.
Well, that was as great as Kepler's already on the left field side. Kirilloff knows this. He goes.
In an eventful game 1 for to loosen and throw in the bullpen.
Struck out 12 in that game. That's a Reds postseason record.
Bauer was out. Good pitch to George Springer. Slider, strike one. On the ground. And an easy play to second for the fourth. Other than that, nothing. Nope.
For this afternoon, I'm around the lineup. Are they going to give him the opportunity to play on what would have been a hit to Marwin Gonzalez? And I guarantee. Now, look away.
Good take, 3-2. Good at bat here.
Yeah.
The double play candidate, but has also given up some fly balls.
Not going. Called strike three. Just on the outside. Starting about an hour from now, but it's clearly moved in. They are expecting last pitch Friday against the Rangers. But we're not going to.
Valdez not available with the great work he did yesterday.
The last 7 he's faced in the first pitch to Eddie
With the runner scoring highest was officially
2-2 to Arise.
Nope, I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you.
This is
serious. Here's the defense. Out in the outfield, they can go get it. Alex Gordon faces elimination in the postseason.
I think he's had good at bats.
And he boom stick one in the left, and that one is over the head.
Going on contact with 2 outs. Arise should be snapping it, trying to cut the
throw home. Out.
I understand that you don't want to put the go.
Altuve got on top of that one, but it's on the ground. And Polanco for the Astros when they take the field again. Stashak bounced that one at 82 miles an hour. Two, right down Broadway, and a rollover, and it's fielded cleanly by McGinn.
It's a hit against some of these guys. That's how dominant the pitching can
be. Guys, they haven't seen him outside of their division.
Alex Bregman, so left field. Eddie, that. Look at Christian Javier, who appeared at 12.
That doesn't look 94. That velocity is more like.
What do you think Maldonado told him, Eddie?
3-2 into the mid of Maldonado, and Rosario has a word, and he gets.
It's dynamic now. Pitch is a ball 4. Call guys.
0-2. Sano pops it up, flips his back. 1-0 popped up. Again, Reddick. Rosario removed. That leaves Jake Cave, who you just saw. He's the only other out of starters, and Kyle Tucker swings over the slider from Stashak. That's a good pitch right down the middle. Stashak gets Tucker. Got a pitch to hit up in the center field, and that's where Kepler is.
And that was at a effectiveness of inducing that soft contact.
Far. Kepler looks up, and just as we 5-9 off the bat, and the Astros on top.
Power right there. Right center field. Little cutter on the outside part of the plate. Offense. Then all of a sudden he hit into a really cold spell.
That one was hit hard by the Houston Astros. Jorge Polanco leads things.
Now the rain has subsided and the shadows.
1 to Jorge Polanco, and he walks the leadoff guy to start the bottom of the 7th.
It's hit and runs. He can bunt. Does it on.
Polanco doesn't go late on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1.
Again, Ravi, the twin. And if we're assuming it's headaches and potential.
2-2, another pitch to hit. Look at Marwin. You can see he is frustrated. Way outside, 3-2. Not going. And this ball put in play. An easy one for Kyle Tucker.
He's getting beat with that fastball. Again, another fly ball late.
Reddick. Javier's first pitch popped up, and all have been.
Big inning right here for Trevor May. Has to be able to.
Really impressive.
That ball is hit pretty hard, but it's holding up enough that.
George Springer, free agent.
That's in there for a strike. You saw Yuli Guru. 1-2, hit hard, fielded over there. Springer's fast.
Last night after the game, just another of the many things.
take baby steps. I mean, you've moved.
Thanks, Tim. Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. On the ground, it's fielded by Arise. The rest of the team has no RBIs and no extra base hit. Eighth. And another pop-up.
Any part of the ballpark. Ooh, that right there.
Now, the go-ahead run will come to the plate.
Stealing second immediately. Javier doesn't possess it.
Not going. First pitch. That's just outside. And Presley warming up. Bottom of the zone. Manny Gonzalez called. Another 3-2. And he chased it, and Buxton stays at first. Now they get him in a rundown. Buxton is caught off the bag.
Worst I've seen in 41 years of covering the game. Here it is,
Right.
and then not playing particularly well today.
3-1. Brantley takes it, and a leadoff walk for the Astros. I think there's an inherent risk, and you then assign you got to be careful with them. How about Bregman going the other way? That's good to move. The Lion has been let out of the cage with this series warming, and that one is outside. 3-0. On the ground and through. And Kyle Tucker's delivered again.
That'll get through most of it. Infields in or back.
And are threatening to do again today.
Field. Kirilloff there. If he can deliver one more time. On the ground, they'll come home. Bregman now in a...
Bregman right back to the bag.
Only one.
That's a foul ball. Quinn was left there with a bat in his hand when every at bat, given all the base runners Cincinnati has had. Now checks and fire. He saw enough to say strike. Kirilloff again hit it so hard and right at Al.
95.7 miles per hour off the bat.
And now a strike away are the knocks a single into left field. That's strike 3 from Presley, and
They went into a place